What is going on, guys? Noah Brewer here, back again with part 8 of the Q4 Spark series. I'm super excited to have you here, and this is definitely going to be one of the more valuable ones and one of the ones that you should definitely watch and fully understand before attempting to scale your TikTok ads. Now, in this video, I'm going to be going over my overall observations of scaling to around $300,000 with just TikTok ads over the last couple of months. And this is not yet quite my exact scaling strategy, but this will be definitely a prerequisite to my exact scaling strategy video, which is coming 2 videos from now, so you're definitely going to want to watch this one first. Nearly everything that I'm about to tell you in this video, I have learned by working with my one-on-one students in helping them scale their stores. I do have a mentoring program where I work with people like you one-on-one and help you find a winner and scale a winner and actually start making money with dropshipping. If that's something that you may want to do, there will be a link in the description where you can apply to work with me, or you can just send me a DM on Instagram. Now, there's a few things that I want to cover. Number 1 is going to be how TikTok ads actually work. Now, the TikTok ad platform itself is fairly similar to how Facebook works, in the way that it's set up and the way that you create campaigns, ad sets, ads, but it's very, very different. And I feel like a lot of people that get into TikTok ads come into it with a Facebook ad mindset, which is a problem because TikTok is completely different beast than Facebook is. So the way that I'm going to portray this to you is by explaining the level of importance of the main 4 aspects of dropshipping, which is your product, your ad, your store, and your actual ad strategy. With Facebook, like everybody knows, the number 1 most important thing is going to be your product or your offer. So it doesn't matter how good your website is, how good your ad is, how good your ad strategy is. If you don't at least have a really good selling product, nothing else matters. So that's going to be priority number 1. Priority number 2 with Facebook ads is going to be your ad strategy. I see ad strategy having a high level of importance with your chance of success when it comes to Facebook, the way that you create the campaign, the rules that you follow, the targeting options that you do. It's all very, very important, especially when it comes time to actually scale the store. Your campaign creation patterns are going to be very, very important. And we'll touch on that later on as well. Number 3 for Facebook is going to be the ads, so the actual video that you're running or image that you're running. And number 4 is going to be the store. So the store is probably the least important thing when it comes to Facebook ads. And many of you may argue this. This is just off of my current, multi-8-figure levels of experience with Facebook ads. This is my level of importance. Now, if we compare that to TikTok, I'm still going to list product as number 1 for TikTok, and I'll explain why in a minute. Number 2 is going to be ad. So obviously product and ad are the 2 most important things for TikTok, and the only reason that I put product above ad is because I don't believe that you can make any product in the world sell even if you have an amazing creative for it. So that's basically the only reason I put product above creative. But for most people, or in most instances, your advertisement is just as important as your product on TikTok. Number 3 for TikTok, I would say, is your actual store. There's lots of things that you can do, but I have seen a very big difference between general stores, niche stores, and one product branded stores in terms of the success rates when testing. So I would put this above number 4, which is going to be the ad strategy. Now, notice how on Facebook, the ad strategy is number 2 in terms of level of importance, and with TikTok, it's literally the last thing. And there's multiple reasons of that, and you're gonna understand why that is by the end of this video. So just understand that, and those are the differences if you want an overview of like how you should be looking at TikTok ads and the level of which you should prioritize, learning certain things and doing things in the right way. Now, in order to truly understand these level of importance lists, you do need a vast amount of experience on these platforms to actually see and understand why product is above the ad or the store is below the ad strategy. Like, those types of things take a really, really long time to learn. So I'm just going to continue talking, and it'll all start to make sense as I speak more about the specific platform. The next thing that I wanted to talk to you about is actual ad delivery. Now, we did touch on this in multiple previous videos, so definitely go check that out if you want to learn more about this specific thing. But I believe TikTok delivery is completely random, which basically means that they're basically showing your ads to basically random people. So there's no targeting, there's no optimization. Like with Facebook ads, if you wanted to compare it to that, Facebook would show your ads to people who are most likely to buy, and they would do this by using data points to basically connect people and figure out who's similar to who. I believe TikTok doesn't do this at all, and I think your ads are basically being shown to completely random people. Now, this is why most people's results on TikTok are inconsistent. I think the reason is not because like TikTok ads suck. I think the reason is because that the way that they deliver the ads is also inconsistent. Now, like I talked about in the previous video, there's no real way around this. Like there's no way to force optimization inside of a TikTok ad account, but you can use it to your advantage by selling general products like we talked about in the Avoid These Niches video a couple videos ago. So definitely go check that out if you want more elaboration on this subject. The next thing that I want to talk to you about and that I've basically observed just through doing a lot of testing and scaling is new campaigns versus existing campaigns. This is kind of a new concept, but there are a few people out there who are aware of it, and I'm 100% aware of it because I've been creating a lot of campaigns on TikTok for a long time, and it just makes perfect sense. And I've also talked about this in multiple previous videos, and we're going to continue talking about this in the scaling video. You're going to see my scaling strategy is heavily dependent on creating new campaigns. And the reason is because new campaigns always outperform existing campaigns, almost always. I can't say like 100% of the time, but there's a much higher success rate with new campaigns than existing campaigns. And there's multiple different ways that people have tried to explain this phenomenon. And the best way that I can explain it, or at least the best explanation that I've heard, is that TikTok performs best in the learning phase, or at least very early on when you create a new campaign. So the way that we can take advantage of this is just by constantly making new campaigns. It's nothing too fancy. It's just something that you 100% need to know before you start scaling a TikTok store. The next observation that I want to share with you is the ability to identify and create patterns inside of your ad account will really help you get consistent sales and actually maintain success. This solves two problems. Number one, it'll start giving you more consistency in your sales and your traffic and all these different things. And number two, it'll actually allow you to scale longer than 1 or 2 weeks. Like most TikTok stores or people that come to me that have attempted scaling on their own, they're usually just popping for like a week and then they'll die out. It's because they're not identifying and they're not creating patterns inside of their ad accounts with the content creation. And this is pretty much 100% of the reason why most people's TikTok ads are not consistent as well. So what do I mean when I say identifying patterns or creating patterns? Well, basically what I mean is an example of what a good pattern creation is inside of a TikTok ad account is every single day you're taking the same actions or slightly different, but with the same overall goal. So a good example would be you're letting 3 campaigns run per day and you're creating 2 new campaigns. Now, the reason that I chose this as an example because it's a real pattern that I used with a store recently to take it to over $1,000 a day fairly quickly and actually be able to maintain that over multiple weeks very consistently. This is great because it allows you to keep what's currently working by letting 3 campaigns run every single day, and it also allows you to test new variables and new things every single day by creating 2 new campaigns a day. It also gives you a lot of variety and a lot of ways that you can scale. You don't have to stick to the 3 to 2 pattern. You can keep the same ratio and just increase the volume. So you could leave 6 running and then create 4 new ones, for example. You could also do 5-3. You could mix it and match it however you want. The point is to have a pattern and to stick with that pattern. That way your sales and your results are predictable and consistent each day. Now, the last observation that I've made, and this is going to be the most key thing to you being able to scale your TikTok store, I'm actually dedicating the next video to this one concept, and it is how to identify your winning variables. So look forward to next video where I'm going to be breaking down all the top variables and how you can utilize them to actually scale your store past 1,000 a day, 2,000 a day, and keep on pushing heavy numbers and maintaining your success. So if you're looking forward to that video, leave a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Leave a comment with your feedback. How are you liking the series? Are you excited for the step-by-step scaling strategy coming soon? Let me know. As for this video, this is Noah Brewer, and I'm out. Peace.